Drop now. Set. 180. Now get hot.
On first down, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Go to 54, go to 54, 180. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, Elliott uses the spin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Here you go. Switch. Switch. Hey. 46. 46.
3rd and long for Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 3. We got X-Man. Do something. Look at it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15.
Look at it.
They fake the give. Newton steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year, but they faded a bit last year as they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas, they play in a pretty volatile division, the NFC East. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the East since 2003-2004, and that was Philadelphia, who currently holds the crown right now. But this is a Dallas team that I think has worked its way through some adversity. They've lost some key veteran players along the way the last 2 years. So the face of the franchise, actually the face is quarterback Dak Prescott, but to me the guy who really makes them go, running back Ezekiel Elliott. If they get 16 out of him, expect Dallas to be in the thick of things.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
We're going to 54. Why are you going? Let's finish now. Sweat. Hey. Here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and it's 3rd down.
And there's a pass knocked away by Dante Jackson, the 2nd rounder out of LSU. I absolutely love his versatility. He can play on the outside. He can play in the slot. He'll play off and make a play on the ball when it's advancing forward. I just love his aggressiveness and his confidence in his abilities to play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
47, good.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Rock now. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Gun. Hey. Switch. Do some. Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Hey. Gun.
Play action. It's Newton. He'll buy some time right, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey. Green.
On third down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting 3-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as play the quarterback position and throw it. But they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block on defense. This is a team that fully expects to contend in the NFC South, and they think they can go much deeper in the playoffs.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 50, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Hey. 20. Mike 48. They not ready for this, man.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Gun.
The final shot before the break, Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Finding some room at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
We're going to 54.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times, watch him make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Hey. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Smith catches left side. Torrey Smith, watch him go. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and goal from the 1. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Prescott looks to throw on first, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It fights him off. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Do something. Great. Express.
They fake the give. Newton eluding the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Hey.
Off play action. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Gun.
Prescott on 1st down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
46. Done.
Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A second down throw for Prescott. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Set. 180. Check 99. Check Greg. Right there. 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go. Hey. Hey. Watch the motion. Hey.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing here, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. Gun. Hey.
Now Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Go to 54. Lying.
The first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Again, it's Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.